guys, it's me, SpongeBob number one fan 2003 here, and as you can see, I'm here with another vintage Disney movie, and this one is called Pollyanna, and I actually just got this movie as a Valentine's Day gift this year from my beautiful, loving mom, and I absolutely love this movie. I think it's really super nice. Okay, so as you can see on the front cover of this DVD, there is beautiful, young 13, 14-year-old Hayley Mills as Pollyanna right here in the sky. And there is a picture of Pollyanna again, but she's pulling a wagon full of stuff. And obviously this is from Walt Disney, and this is actually from the Walt Disney collection. See, Walt Disney collection, so that's really nice. I almost got the Walt Disney version of Parent Trap, by the way. And this is obviously a Disney DVD by THX. So yeah, I remember on Finding Nemo, when we had Finding Nemo on DVD years ago, that logo was also like there when the movie played, and it hurt my ears. And here is the spine. It's actually really thick, this DVD. So yeah, and it's a bit faded. Like, you can kind of tell Pollyanna's face looks a bit more faded compared to like right here, but that's okay. And it's in widescreen, digitally mastered, 2-disc set. And the backside will have a small description about the Walt Disney collection, and of course a description about the Pollyanna movie. And it has obviously 2 discs, so basically the first disc just has the movie and audio commentary, and the short Nifty 90s, which is basically a short with little Mickey Mouse. And disc 2 will pretty much have all the special features, as you can see right here. And the specifications, obviously it has Spanish subtitles, and so much other like nice stuff like that. And this movie stars Jane Wyman, Richard Egan, Carl Malden, Nancy Olson, Adolph Menjul, Donald Crisp, Agnes Moorehead, Kevin Corcoran, and presenting Hayley Mills. So yeah, this movie obviously stars Hayley Mills as Pollyanna herself. And this movie was made in 1960, and it is a little over 2 hours long, and it is rated G, so it is completely appropriate for all ages. Alright, so let me just quickly open up this DVD, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I just now got the DVD opened up, and on the inside of the first half, there is this little piece of paper. Oop, come on. And basically, this paper obviously shows, pretty much the exact same picture like what's on the front of the DVD. But surprisingly, this right here looks really, really bright. So it says Walt Disney Collection, Pollyanna. Pretty much looks the same as the front cover of the DVD. But if you flip it to the back side, it will obviously show the scene selection. So obviously there's all the scenes in this movie. And there's a picture of little Pollyanna with, I forgot this woman's name. But yeah, that's pretty nice looking, I think. So let me just quickly get that back in here. Oops. Okay. And also, this DVD is a little bit used, so that's the reason why that it doesn't exactly look perfect, but that's okay, obviously. It looks perfect to me, and obviously here is disc 1, that just has the full movie, and it just has a picture of Pollyanna's face in the sky, then Pollyanna pulling the wagon. Okay. And if you flip it to this side, there is disc 2, with just all the special features in it, with a picture of Pollyanna just pulling the wagon. And, oops, that's about it. These discs are really, really nice. And the main thing that absolutely bothers me while getting these discs out is, pressing right here, and then you literally have to lift right here. and that means you have to touch the back of the disc, and that really triggers me because um if you if you even like have like just a very small fingerprint on the back of a disc, then you have to clean it off, and it's insanely hard to clean off. And you I don't know, I use my shirt to wipe off the little fingerprints that I accidentally make if I lift it out like this. But that just really bothers me. I don't know why, but it does. And this disc right here is a little bit scratched from, the previous owner, but that's not that bad. But surprisingly, this disc right here is fine. It's not scratched at all. It's like whoa, what? So it's really cool. So like probably the person that owned this DVD before my mom bought it, um, just mainly used disc 1, and they probably never really used disc 2 at all. But that's okay. So let me just quickly shut this up. Make sure the cover art's not. I mean the little scene selection page isn't in the way. Alright, well that's pretty much it for the Pollyanna DVD. And now, this movie is about this beautiful young orphan girl. Her name is Pollyanna. Obviously, she's the title character. Obviously played by Hayley Mills. And she is an orphan, but she's like really, really happy about life. And she plays this game that's called the Glad Game, and apparently her father invented that game for her because Pollyanna and her parents were really, really poor. They couldn't even afford to get her any toys to play with, which I think is really, really sad. I'm really lucky that my parents were able to afford to get me toys as a child. But anyway, so basically Pollyanna's father, when her parents were alive, they pretty much just had to save money for food, so Pollyanna couldn't get any toys or nice things. But she moves in with her Aunt Polly after her parents unfortunately pass away. And her Aunt Polly's really, really rich, so now Pollyanna is rich too, and she's no longer poor. And she gets to try on some new clothes, and she meets a lot of people, and apparently she meets this woman who's like sick and is afraid she's gonna die, and Pollyanna says, "You're not going to die! Play the Glad Game with me!" And a lot of people are at first a bit annoyed that Pollyanna is so glad about life when, sometimes bad things happen in people's lives, but they end up bringing a lot. She ends up making them have hope. And and then she's playing with this little boy, and the little boy makes her, whoops, sorry sorry about that. Man, this camera is so finicky. Okay. And after Pollyanna and this little boy sneak into this man's house, he pretty much kidnaps the boy. Pollyanna runs away so she'll be safe. And eventually the man adopts the boy because Pollyanna brought a lot of hope in his life. And apparently lots of people feel much better now that Pollyanna is here because she, again, brings a lot of hope into people's lives. And, basically the little boy that Pollyanna befriends and a lot of other people that she ends up befriending too, decide, like, they go to this bizarre, like, party thing, and Pollyanna, it cannot go because her Aunt Polly won't let her go. So she ends up sneaking out through her bedroom window on the 3rd story of the house. And, she sneaks off to the party and ends up having a lot of fun. And because obviously Pollyanna's parents were really poor, she never had a doll when she was little. So basically she ends up winning a doll while playing one of the games, and she's really happy because she finally got her first doll. And, unfortunately, as soon as she gets home, she tries to sneak into her bedroom window, and 2 ladies are outside, and Pollyanna's trying to be really careful so she doesn't get caught and get in really big trouble. And unfortunately, Pollyanna loses her balance, her doll falls to the ground, and then Pollyanna ends up falling off the third story window. From the third story window. And obviously, she screams, and her Aunt Polly hears her, and she tells the two other ladies that are with her, "Go call a doctor now." So, fortunately, Pollyanna survives the fall, but unfortunately, the fall ends up leaving Pollyanna paralyzed in the legs. So pretty much her legs are completely paralyzed and she can't feel them, she can't move anymore, she can move but she can't walk. And her Aunt Polly tries to comfort her, but Pollyanna says, "Leave me alone," because obviously Pollyanna is at her final straw and she gives up on the Glad game and she no longer has any hope for her life and is now really upset. But apparently all the people that she made happy save up some money for her to get a surgery, that way her legs can basically, like, to try to fix her spine, that way the paralysis in her legs will no longer be there and she can finally walk again. And Pollyanna is still sad because, her the terrible tragedy. But apparently because of all the people that made, like, that she made happy, told her all these things, that means she's finally, happy again. And basically Aunt Polly carries her onto a train and they are about ready to go to a hospital so, Pollyanna can have that surgery to basically fix her spine and get her legs back to normal. And that's how the movie ends. And apparently the town is now called the Glad Town, which I think is really super nice. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it for Pollyanna. I actually really super love this movie. Um, I watched it the day before Christmas Eve when my mom and I were visiting my brother for Christmas. And I ended up really enjoying this movie. I watched it on Disney Plus, and it was really, really good. I ended up really enjoying the film. And I remember I felt so bad when Pollyanna got paralyzed, but I was glad that, she was able to have the surgery and is able to walk again. Although they actually don't show Pollyanna being able to walk again, but even if the surgery didn't work, I mean, I'm sure Pollyanna would still be okay, she would still be happy. And that basically brings, like, a good message. Always be happy when times are, like, bad. And I think that's really super nice. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, me reviewing the Pollyanna DVD. Again, I really, really love this movie, and I'm really happy to have it in my movie collection. So, yep, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, goodbye, everybody. Have a great day, and peace out.